Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. That's very White Boy 7th Street style. But my name is Glen Chun, the host of Glen Chun, the YouTube channel, which is named after me, Glen Chun. And crikey, that one was a bit too long that time. But today's gameplay, before we move on to the main topic, is, well, it's zombies. And yeah, I'm training myself on zombies, basically. I haven't played Call of Duty for like, how long is it now? Let's see, about 3 months, and I suck at the moment. So I'm training myself on zombies. I'm going for headshots. Until round 4, I'm going with headshots with the KAR, and then once I get past round 4, I go for a hipfire with the M1A1 carbine, and then after that, I just do what I can, survive as long as possible, really. So that's the gameplay. Now let's talk about the topic, because we're back with the console wars, and a lot of people have been talking a lot about the console wars recently, ever since E3. In fact, ever since the Xbox One launch, and people have been talking about how bad the Xbox One policies are and all this type of thing. And a lot of people have been saying they're going to move over to what some people are calling the PlayStation Nation. Whatever. It's Team Xbox versus PlayStation Nation. I don't know. That's the current debate. Now, the thing is, the Xbox policies, that's what we need to talk about today, because the Xbox policies were undeniably, completely, 100% god-awful. They really were absolutely sickeningly horrible policies, which nobody liked. You know, I can't think, not even many Xbox people really defended them. I mean, I saw a couple of people trying and saying, yeah, I'm still going to buy the Xbox because I think the controller's going to be better. I've seen a couple of people say, oh, I'm just going to stick with the Xbox because I am. You know, that type of thing. The defences for the Xbox haven't really been defences for the console. They've just been saying, yeah, but I want to keep playing Halo and I don't want to stop playing Halo. You know, stuff like this, which is fair enough. You know, if you're going to buy it for a certain game, fair enough. But you know, I haven't seen many people defending the policies. You know, the general consensus is that the policies absolutely suck. Just 100% plain suck. And you know they suck when not even the fanboys defend them. When even the fanboys are basically saying, no, PlayStation's not going to be any better, and that's their only defense. Yeah. Yeah, you know you've got some problems there when your fanboys aren't particularly enthusiastic about it. But here's the big thing. Here is the big thing, and this is the new bit of news. Because all of this so far isn't news, but the new bit of news is the fact that actually Microsoft have decided to do a complete 180 turn. They have done an about turn, and they have abolished all of their policies. Every last single one of them. They no longer require you to check in. It no longer has to be connected online. The Kinect doesn't have to be turned on anymore. And you're going to have the same policies in terms of use gains as you do now. So basically, everything that you did not like about the Xbox One has completely gone. It's gone, and it's not coming back. Apparently, it's not coming back. Here's the thing, right? I've seen videos already saying, yay, this is a win for the online community. This is a win for people everywhere who took a stand and said, we don't want this. This is a win for the users of the internet, the people who said, we will not tolerate your bullshit. Look at how many times have I missed that one. This is I've heard people saying, you know, this is a massive win for internet people everywhere. The gamer is no longer just a consumer, he is a customer. Bullshit. That's got nothing to do with it. It's got nothing to do with our complaints. But what we did do is, although we may have protested verbally, that's not what won the battle. That's not what won the battle and made Xbox change their mind. Nothing to do with what was said, but what to do with what was done. And let me explain. Okay, because basically, this is how it is, right? E3, you were able to pre-order both consoles for the first time, okay? You could pre-order both the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. You could. Have I been saying Xbox 360 all of a sudden? God, I think I might have accidentally been saying that. But anyway, you know, so people have... so with the pre-orders, this is how it's been going, okay? Pre-order sales so far. Guess what percentage of people are buying the Xbox? 10%. Of all pre-order sales on next-gen consoles so far, 90% of them have gone to PS4, 10% have gone to the Xbox. Now, why do you think that is? Because nobody likes the policies. Now, you could say, yes, but no, this is actually a win for the consumer because they've been buying... No, it's not a win for a consumer. It's not really. It's not Xbox listening to us. It's Xbox being told, oh, shit. Fuck, we didn't get away with it. That's what it is. It's Xbox have basically gone, we didn't get away with it. Damn it. That's what it is. It's not the fact that they've gone and said, oh dear, perhaps we were wrong on this. No, they didn't say, oh, the consumer's right, we really haven't done a good job of this. You know, no, it's not. They have basically gone and seen the fact that their wallets are shrinking. They are losing business. And a lot of business. And a lot of business is going their PlayStation's way. And basically, the problem with that is for Microsoft is they still need the money, right? They still need the money. They can't afford to lose a lot of business to PlayStation, mainly because their franchises, the people who have stuck with them, you know, Turn 10. Actually, now I think about it, I don't think Turn 10 has stuck with them. I think Turn 10 is actually owned by Microsoft. But, you know, people like the Halo franchise, you know, the Xbox One exclusives, you know, if the Xbox does not sell, these people aren't going to want to stay exclusive to the Xbox. That was a no-scope. I just grizzed that guy. But, zombie. No, the thing is, you know, if you don't have business, if you're not putting cash in your exclusive titles' pockets, then basically they're not going to stick around. And the problem is, Microsoft has often had a good relationship with its exclusives. You know, the people like Halo has been sort of a big franchise for them, and it's got them business. And the thing is, they can't afford to lose that business. If they lose that business, they lose a large chunk of the market who would buy Xbox. And the thing is, if Halo all of a sudden, if all of the Xbox One exclusive jumped to PlayStation 4 right now, they would be dead and they would be buried. And they would never come back from that. They just wouldn't. Everybody would just see, bloody hell, PlayStation won this generation so much. There's just no point sticking with the Xbox. You know, we're just going to become impoverished and dead companies because we just haven't got any money to keep going with the Xbox. And Xbox had to respond to this. Xbox had to respond to 90% of sales going PlayStation's way. They couldn't just let that happen. Basically, they couldn't just. I mean, here's the thing, right? In my mind, let's say that the sales figures went something like 61% PlayStation 4, 39% Xbox 360. Xbox One, sorry. If those were the types of figures we were seeing, Xbox wouldn't change. That would not be a big enough loss for them to change their mind on their policies. But the fact is, it's 90%, which may as well be why the fuck are you bothering producing a console if you're only going to sell 10% in relation to your competitors? You know, that is just literally there's no point in that. I mean, to put that into perspective, like, that is almost as small a percent of the car market that Ferrari enjoys. You know, it's really, really, really tiny sales, and they just could not stand for that. Now, here's the problem. Okay, here's the problem. Those people who haven't yet pre-ordered, are they going to suddenly go and say, hey, look, Microsoft are actually good guys. They don't care about, they understand their mistake. They're not going to do it again. So these people are probably, people who haven't pre-ordered yet, are they all of a sudden going to think, maybe I don't have to buy the PlayStation after all. Maybe I should just stick with the Xbox. Here's the thing. Okay, here's my take on that. All of a sudden changing your mind and buying the Xbox One instead. I have a feeling I have a sneaking feeling, maybe I'm just being pessimistic here, but I have a feel that's just a testing shot. That one, 2 testing shots, both failed. I've learnt my lesson. Don't fire the Panzerschreck out of hope. The problem I have with the Xbox policies right now is this. Wow, I got lucky there. But the problem is, they invented these policies for a reason, right? And the big issue is this. If all of a sudden, I don't know, 39% of the market floods back towards the Xbox, or let's say there's an even more dramatic about turn. Let's just assume all of a sudden that actually 55% of people now all of a sudden buy the Xbox One. This is the reason why you shouldn't allow that to happen. It's because Xbox will make them think, okay, well, they'll forgive us. They've forgiven us. And then they'll think, well, people have actually bought the console now. Which means we can reinforce those policies. Because let's think about it. Once you have bought that console, you are a captive audience. And I mean, let's face it. Let's say you've bought your Xbox One, okay? You've got your Xbox One with all these bullshit policies gone. You know, the system, the infrastructure is still there for those policies to return, okay? So you've got your Xbox One there. No bullshit policies on it at all. And then all of a sudden all the bullshit policies come back. Well, you don't want your Xbox One anymore because they're bullshit policies. You know, you weren't going to buy the Xbox One before these policies were abolished. But here you are, and all of a sudden these policies are back. Well, you don't want your Xbox One anymore, do you really? You're just like... Some of you will probably think, oh, fuck it, I've got the console now, there's no point changing. And then there'll be other people out there who think, shit, no, I don't want this, I'll sell it off and just get the PlayStation. And the problem is, for those people, you're not going to be able to sell it off. Who's going to buy your console off you once the bullshit policies are back? You're going to be back with 90% of people wanting the PS4 again, and only 10% wanting the Xbox. And those 10% would have wanted the Xbox anyway. You're not going to get any more people buying that Xbox off you. You're not. Unless if you sell it for a ridiculously low price, like, say, 20 quid, nobody's going to want to buy that off of you. They're not going to want to buy that for what you would consider a reasonable price to sell it off at, considering you paid 420 quid, or I think it's $400, isn't it? Is it $400 or is it $500? Yeah, I think it's $500 for the Xbox One. You know, nobody's going to want to pay. Nobody's going to consider the fact that you paid that price for that console. Oh, that's why we should pay. That's why we should pay you $300 for it. No, that's not how it's going to work. And the thing is, you're going to be a captive audience, and you're going to be stuck with those bullshit policies. Microsoft isn't going to care if you stop playing on that console. They're not going to say, "Oh, look, only 10% of people are now playing the console." That doesn't matter to them. It really doesn't. The fact is, they got your money in their pockets, and that's what they care about. Because, you know, you can't tell me it's not suspicious that they only decided to change the policies once they found out they're only going to have 10% market share. I mean, what the hell's that? Oh, it's moped. The policies. Those things really are irritating. Mopeds. Goodness me. I had a 4-stroke, so mine didn't sound like that. But, you know, I do think it's interesting that Microsoft decided to change policies once they found out they'd have 10% market share. I don't even think Microsoft thought it would be that bad, in all honesty. And my belief is that once you've bought that console, those policies are going to come back. They wanted those policies, and they're going to come back with them. Microsoft doesn't do, "Oh, we're sorry." Microsoft hasn't done that about Windows 8. Okay, Windows 8, the people don't like the fact that there's no start screen, start button, I believe, is what it doesn't have. And Microsoft didn't do it about turn. They said they were bringing it back, but they didn't. And that's why I think that when they say that they're abolishing the policies, you're only going to find out once the market shares improve for Xbox that they're going to come back. And besides, this is all besides the point, because even if they don't bring them back, the PlayStation is still a better prospect for you. It's the full specs revealed show that it is theoretically more powerful than the Xbox. Apparently, it can process more. It can do more stuff. It has its own cloud. It has the cloud. So people who say, "Oh yeah, but the Xbox has the infinite power of the cloud." Yeah, well, the PlayStation has the infinite power of Gaikai, which is the cloud. They both have the cloud. That's no benefit on the Xbox's part. The PlayStation controller is now chunkier. So you can't really moan and bitch about the controller because the new controller is chunkier, and it still has a couple of things there that people liked about the PlayStation 3. You know, the controller just looks better. It's got its own universal microphone jack rather than a unique one, which means that companies aren't going to have to pay Microsoft a shitload of royalties to get their products working on the Xbox One. You know, the people like Turtle Beach are still going to have to pay Microsoft royalties to make headsets for the Xbox because of the fact that it doesn't have a universal microphone jack. So it's going to cost them more money to produce, which means they're going to sell it for more money. The price is going to be forced up. So I imagine third-party devices for the PlayStation 4 are going to be cheaper than the Xbox One. So there you go. That's another good reason why you should buy the PlayStation 4. Here's another reason. It's still $100 cheaper in America and €100 cheaper in Europe, and it's £80 cheaper, and the online system is cheaper. Now it's not for free anymore. It's not for free anymore. Don't let any PlayStation fanboy tell you, "Oh, PSN's free now," because it's not. It's now PlayStation Plus, and it's a pay-for system, but it's a cheaper pay-for system than Microsoft. There are good exclusives coming out for the PlayStation 4. There are, and you know, it's just there's the architecture, the CPU architecture is now more similar to the Xbox and Windows than what it used to be, which means ported games will work better on the PlayStation 4. That's assuming that any franchises are going to even bother. You know, it's just the reasons to buy the PlayStation did not stop at Microsoft's policies. Let me put it that way. You know, it wasn't just the policies. It's other stuff. Look at this. I almost get a glitch here, I think, at some point. These zombies don't hit me. So the question is, which side are you on? Are you switching back to the Microsoft? Are you going to go the Xbox One again, or are you still going to buy the PlayStation 4? For me, I'm still going to buy the PlayStation 4. It's just a better prospect in more areas than just policies. PS4 for me. What is it for you?